Good evening, because that's evening for me this week, not morning. How are you all together? I trust you're well. Well, this week it's not so much a history video, and it's not a where do I find Waterloo's whatever video. This week it's going to be just a sort of a look where I'm parked up video, because I'm parked up in a beautiful little spot. I'm in a beautiful little village on the Norfolk coast. That's called Walcott. Walcott's a lovely little place, that really is. So, yeah, I'm looking in the mirror because I plan to jump out of this van in a minute. If I jump out of this van in front of a car, it's going to make for a very short YouTube video, because that's going to be like jump out, splat, and that'll be the end of the video. Yes, Walcott. Walcott is a gorgeous little place. I've been here once before, so I do sort of know where I am. This is the second attempt at a video here. The first time I shot a video here, I didn't really know what I was doing, and I made kind of a mess of it. That wasn't a very good video. So hopefully, now I know a little better and I know a little more, we'll make this one a little more interesting for you. So, if I look in that mirror and there's nothing coming, bear with me a sec, there's a van coming. Let that get past me. Right, we'll let him get past. Oh, God, I hope this microphone worked. I should be savage if this hasn't recorded. Right then, we're going to jump out. I'm going to get hold of this here. We're going to jump out, and I'll show you where I'm parked up. Bear with me just a second. Oh, clamber out the van. There you go, look. This is the beautiful beach at Walcott. Isn't that gorgeous, look? All the way there. There's miles and miles and miles and miles of beautiful sand here. Isn't this beautiful? Norfolk's best kept little secret. Some people out there look at the power boat and all sorts. So yeah, this is where we are. This is where we're parked up for the night. And we'll do you a little video from here. A little bit of the sights and sounds. Right then, good evening. I'm going to take you for a little walk along the beach for a little way. We'll have a little look. We'll have a look at the sights, look. Isn't this gorgeous? This is van life. At least this is the van life I want. I don't always have this van life. Sometimes my van life involves working in jobs and petrol stations, but sometimes my van life is this, look. Parking up next to gorgeous beaches, or beautiful rivers, and in the woods, all kinds of lovely places. So, yeah, this week, that's not going to be scripted. I don't have to be much history. Might pop a little history in there for you, a bit of background. But, yeah, at least one half of this, if not the whole video, will come from the beautiful village of Walcott in Norfolk. And it's gorgeous here. That's beautiful. And I know that's a word I use a lot, and I do. I use that word a heck of a lot. But I'll be honest, a lot of the places I park up, they justify that word, because that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, we'll have a look. The van's way up there somewhere. And, yeah, the sea's here. It's beautiful. That's a nice evening. The weather's meant to stay nice. I'm here probably till Thursday morning. We'll see how things go. We're due a spot of rain here Thursday afternoon, so I shall have to head back to my home patch by then, I'm afraid. So with a bit of luck, I'll miss that. That's due to be nice tomorrow with a bit of luck. So we can have a good wander about. We can show you the sights a little bit. Take some arty photos, you know, all that sort of thing for you. Give me a good look round Walcott. Give you an idea what the place is like. Right then, I think that'll do for a minute. I'll hush up talking. We'll shoot a bit more videos. A beautiful sky over there. It's lovely at the minute. Sun's just starting to set. That's got a while yet, but the sky looks ever so dramatic. I'll take you some video of it. You can have a look. Take a couple of photos of it. Right then, we'll speak to you in just a minute. See you in a bit. As promised for you, look. There's a shot of that beautiful sky. It's been a lovely sunset tonight. I'll get some better shots later on. Beautiful sunset. Like I say, that's Bacton just over there. We might cut back through there because that's a pretty little village with some beautiful little houses and stuff. Oop, I'll stand still, otherwise I'll wobble a bit. Yeah, beautiful sunset that's going to be tonight. this cloud look dramatic? You can see it all up there. That all look dramatic. But I'm assured that we're going to stay dry tonight, which is nice. Right then, I'll let you go again. Right, here was just a couple of photographs I took of that beautiful sky for you. And also, just as I come off the beach to go through Bacton, there's a little station here that the locals have put up for picking up litter. They put a couple of pickup sticks there and they put some bags and things in there, which is a cracking idea. I spotted this World War II bunker on the way back from the beach as well. Apparently this is one of only two of this type in the whole of Norfolk. Imagine that. Right, I'm just going to walk back now. This is the next village on from Walcott. This is the beautiful little village of Bacton. I don't know, can you see in there? Look. Isn't that beautiful in there? Gorgeous little place, Bacton is. This is the next village along. There's going to be some cars coming, but hopefully this microphone will keep out some of the noise. Lovely little cafe. Look, can you see that behind me? Beautiful little cafe, look. Huh? Oops. Hey, you might hear that car coming past me. Another little place here, look, there's a dog grooming place, a little hair salon. Let me show you them, look. There you are. Lovely little places. Like I say, that's a beautiful little village. Bacton, that's the next village on. That ain't too bad a walk. I think it's about 3/4 of a mile, which is not a bad little walk back. So, yeah, gorgeous little village. Oops, I'm about to get run over by this car behind me, who probably wonders what I'm doing. Right, I'm going to stop this talking for a minute, and I'll flip this camera around, and I'll just show you a little bit of video, so you don't have to listen to me quite so much. Right. Right, and with the birds are singing and the light dropping, I think I'm just about through the other side of Bacton now. So we're going to head back to Walcott. I hope I'm on the right bit of road to come back to Walcott. I'm going to look to it if I'm not. But yeah, going to head back to Walcott, find the van. That'll probably do for one night. And we'll see you good people tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll film a bit more around about the place. We'll see what we can do. Can you hear all these beautiful birds singing? I don't know if my microphone will pick them up. The birds are singing like crazy. Man, that's beautiful. It's really peaceful out here. It's lovely. Right then. Hopefully you can hear me all right. This is Walcott Seafront. Look at this marvellous little place. Gap End. Isn't that phenomenal? Look at all that, look. Doesn't that look amazing? Right. As you can see from walking down here, if you're coming in from the Bacton end, which you won't, you're coming from the other end. As I'm walking down from the Bacton end, you'll see here, on my left, all along the seawall here, this is where you park. There's no double yellow lines on that side. There's no parking restrictions at the minute. You can see, look, there's the odd motorhome and the odd van down there. Now, depending on the time of year, that can get busy. Right, so what I would suggest is you come along here in the evening. If you come here in the evening, a lot of the cars have gone, and then you can get parked up, right? There's various caravans and bits and pieces along the front here. It's all very nice. There's some nice motorhomes. There's all sorts along here. It's a little bit busy. It's not too bad at night, though. You shouldn't have any trouble sleeping here at night. Then we've got fish and chip shop and cafe here on the right-hand side. Oops. There they are. Kingfisher Fish Bar, the Kingfisher Cafe and Ice Cream Parlour. Very nice. The fish and chips in there are nice. I've had them. They're lovely. Let's see, more parking here. There are some bus stops and double yellows, so you do have to take care. There's my old van parked up. This parking in here, this is for people from the cafe and stuff. It's not for parking overnight and stuff. You get told off if you park in there overnight. You've got some public loos, which are quite clean and presentable, and nice and convenient if you're parked up here overnight. But there are signs in there. The taps are not good really for getting water. And the signs in there, because they've clearly had problems with people dumping all the waste from chemical loos and grey water tanks and stuff, which they don't want. So take heed of that. Behave yourselves if you come here. Walcott Stores is just here, look. Past these rather beautiful little mobile homes. Then we've got Walcott Stores. Been in there, that's a nice shop in there. They do a bit of everything in there. Some cracking fruit and veg and lovely bacon that I had for breakfast this morning. Magazines and all sorts, so it's nice in there. And yeah, again, car park in front is just for customers. You can't be parked here overnight. There's a fine and all sorts if they catch you parked on here all night, which is quite reasonable. You can see there you are, look. There's Walcott Stores, which is really nice in there. You get everything you need in there. Your newspaper in the morning. Lots of groceries and stuff. There's all sorts in there. Right. We'll walk around the corner a little bit. There's lots of mobile homes and things in Walcott, as well as some lovely looking houses and stuff as well. It's a lovely little place. They're not overly keen on us banners. Some have been out staying their welcome and stuff a little bit. So if you come here, take it easy. Don't stay here for a week on end. Night or two and off you go is plenty. There is some parking just on here, but you got to bump the curb and get in there. Or come up that drop curb just there, which is a bit hard work, but you can park on there as well. So you can park sort of facing the sea if you want. That does put you a little bit off the road, which might be a little bit safer. That does put you off the road. That ramp there is for beach access. I see you can wheel boats and 4x4, you know, what do they call them? Quad bikes and stuff down onto the beach. I've seen them do that with boats and jet skis and things. They reel them down there on a little trailer behind a quad. So that's what that ramp is for. Oh, excuse all the road noise. There is a bit of traffic come through here, like I say. You'll find that's fairly quiet at night. That's not too bad. There's none of them, not too many of them silly boy racers with their pop bang exhausts. Right, carefully look both ways. And I've got to cross over now so we don't get run over. It's all beautiful places. I mean, look, they're lovely places. These are beautiful houses. I don't know if any of these are Airbnbs and that sort of thing. I'm sure a quick search of the old intranet will soon tell you all of that. You can probably stay in some of these if you're lucky. Right, we come round here. Look, some lovely places. Right on the edge of the sort of the cliff and that as well. They're beautiful. And we'll walk down here. What we've got for sale. Range Rover for sale if you want to buy one. Hey, 1,385 quid he want for that, look. I'll give him a plug, put his phone number on there, look. They are. Not a bad Range Rover if you want to buy one. Yeah, it's a quaint little place, Walcott. That's not really spoilt, if that makes any sense, which is nice. Yeah, it's not all modern in, it's not all sort of multi-million pound yuppie houses and all of that business. It's not. That's still nice. A little bit oldie worldy. Yeah. A little bit oldie worldy, which is, you know, makes it nice. It's not spoiled. I don't like places that spoil too much. Whoops. Just gonna tip that up. Oh, that's better. I can record a little better now. See? Oh, there's a nice camper in somebody's front garden. If I owned a lovely camper like that, I wouldn't have a front garden. The whole country would be my front garden, but there you go. You can see as well, that's lots of lovely fields and stuff just behind Walcott. Yeah, lovely fields just behind it. It's a lovely place. As I say, I'm biased. I love Suffolk and Norfolk coast. Always have done. So I'm always a bit biased about these places. Right. Here's the village hall there. Yeah, Walcott-on-Sea Village Hall. Hope you can see that all right. There. No parking for beach, the sign says. Take heed. No doubt people have been doing that. Oh, there's a little... Now that's nice. Let's just have a little walk through here. I'm sure they don't mind if I do this. Look at that. They've got a little book swap. Isn't that lovely? See if they've got any nice books in it. Oops. Let's have a look. Oh, there's all sorts in there, look. They've got all sorts. At this side. Anything there, look? Anything you like the look of? You can drop books off and you can swap books over. Huh. That's something, isn't it? That's outside the village hall. Right. We'll come back out there and we'll carry on along the road there. This is Walcott Church, which is a pretty little church that dates back to the mid-1400s and was restored again in the late 1800s. It's Grade 1 listed, and although it's not a huge church, it's a very pretty little building. There's 5 bells in the tower that you can hear rung on a Sunday. If you need it, there's also a little water tap just on the roadside of the graveyard there, tucked away in the hedge, with some parking just to the left of the building as you look at it, where you can pull in if you need to. There's a rubbish bin there as well, by the way. That's it then for another little road trip. Been to Haysborough, been to Walcott, both beautiful little villages. Haysborough's not really that van friendly. You can go there for the day and that is a beautiful beach, but I don't think I'd want to try and stay in the village. You know, it's a tiny little village and tiny little roads through there, and that ain't really a good idea to be parking dirty great vans in Haysborough. Walcott though, Walcott's lovely. Walcott's van friendly, or at least it is still at the minute. You have to say that about everywhere. Depends how far in the future you're watching this. That might not be van friendly anymore, but it is at the minute. You can park all along the seawall here in Walcott. And yeah, there's good amenities, you know. There's a nice little shop, Public Lou's fish and chip shop, which is just to this side of me, and a cafe, and you know, it's a nice little place here. It is a nice little place, and it is van friendly, and I will stay here many times more, I imagine, in the future. I do like to fish on that beach that's over there, over my left shoulder. I do like to fish on there, and I have caught a few fish off that beach, so I'm happy. And yeah, the usual things apply, you know, if you come to any of these places. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat. boy. Right, the usual things apply. If you come to any of these places, don't leave any mess, don't leave any rubbish. Here at Walcott, one of their pet hates, can't speak this morning, one of their pet hates, all the drains that run along this road here, all the storm drains, they don't go into a soakaway or whatever else. They run down a channel in the sea wall there to my left, and then they run out onto the beach. And they are particularly hateful of people that dump their grey water and stuff down those drains. So please don't do that. That just gives us Vanlife as a bad name, and it upset everybody, and we don't need it. So with that little telling off, well, that ain't a telling off, with that little warning in mind, that'd be the best way of putting it. Yes, the usual things apply. I don't know how long this video will be. I hope I shot enough video footage. I walked bloody miles. I hope I shot enough video. The usual things apply. Put the old like and subscribe thing down the bottom there and give them buttons a tap. That don't cost you a penny. Don't cost you a thing to tap them buttons down the bottom there, and that really helped me out. That'll get the old algorithm so eventually somebody out there hears about me. So I'd really appreciate that if you do that for me. And yeah, any comments down the bottom there, please put them down there. I love to read them. I really do. I read them and I reply to them all at the minute. There's still not that many, so I get a chance to reply to them all. And I'd love to hear about you all. I'd love to hear where you're all from and what parts of the country you're from and the places that you love to stay. I'd love to hear all that sort of thing. So yeah, drop me a little comment down the bottom. I'd love that. And without further ado, that's really about it. It's time to roll the credits. And that'll be it then. And you all take care now. And I'll see you again soon. You'll be careful. See you later. Bye. And don't forget, park safe, park legal, and don't park on the boy. I'll be seeing you about together. You take care now. Bye.